At the age of 11, Patrik Kittel realised his love for horses and has gone on to ride at all major championships in a successful dressage career. Yet one of the all-time highlights for the world number 12 remains riding in front of his home crowd under the lights of the Scandinavian arena in Gothenburg. For the 9th time, the venue hosted the FEI Dressage World Cup final, and the Swedish favourite was among the 18 combinations who were to battle it out for the prestigious title.
Well, it feels pretty amazing, you know. I mean, home soil is home soil, and I've been here many times. I've done a final here last time with Scandic. It was amazing. I've won here the World Cup qualifiers over the years. The crowd in Sweden, and especially in Scandinavian, is really like so electric and on and cheering all the riders on, and that makes it so special to ride here.
Patrik's route to the final was qualification via the Western European League, and he had a successful start to the season on his new ride, Delatio. However, when the Black Stallion was sold earlier in the year, Patrik returned to riding his old friend Delorny, or Dude, to qualify for the final.
I think he's a really rock and roll horse. He's a lot of energy. I think the coolest memory with him was when I won in London. And Dude also enjoys this, like, you know, being close to people, being close to the audience, to the spectators, to the fans. He's very kind like that. He just really wants to be with everybody.
With several finals under his belt, Patrik had an added pressure this year, as a new addition would be watching his performance.
Last year I got to be a father. It was, I mean, you know, you have sport and you have life and you have everything, but parenthood is for me something that you can't really describe. Everyone else always tells you, you know, like, oh, being a parent is great. But once you are a parent yourself, it's something like this morning when you wake up and, you know, she just gives you the biggest smile and you start the day in such a good way. It's a really cool thing. She will be watching the first time the final, so I'm going to be interesting to see what she says, if she's like, yay or nay.
Patrik would certainly have to be on top form, as he would be among some strong competition from across the globe.
I think this year is one of the toughest finals, actually. Everyone is really worked to be here. But we have a group, I'd say 7-8 riders that are incredibly strong. Of course, Isabelle, the queen that we call her, is, for me, like, you know, she always pulls it out in the freestyle somehow. Laura Graves, mega in shape. But also like a Casey Perry from America who's done extremely well, Daniel Bachmann. Yeah, and the list just goes on and on and on.
As the defending champion, the Queen Isabelle came into the competition as the favourite.
I'm motivated and Vaya as well. Hopefully not too much. She's really in shape, so we will see what happens. Everybody's waiting for our mistakes, so I try to avoid it. That's the best.
Although rivals on the field, Isabelle has been helping Patrik in training and knew he would be fighting for a high placing.
The Swedish here in front of the home crowd, I know that Patrik is really motivated and the whole family is here, so I'm sure we will become a really close and strong fight.
As always, a strong American contingent joined the battle, amongst which was 2017 and 2018 FEI World Cup runner-up Laura Graves and her horse Verdades. Joining Laura in the US lineup were her compatriots Adrienne Lyle and Casey Perry Glass, who, after a team silver at the World Equestrian Games last year, could not be ruled out.
I'm excited. I always love showing in Europe, and I've never been to Sweden, and it's a beautiful place to be, and the people are very friendly, and I'm really excited to show here in Gothenburg. I'm always shooting for the top spot on the podium, but you know, I just want to be a good partner for my horse, and I know he can do it. He always gives his all, and I just need to go out there and really know that I gave my 100% effort.
The Grand Prix lineup included 18 riders from 12 nations, who would have to score a minimum of 60% to progress to the freestyle competition. But before Patrik joined the others in the warm-up, he took us ringside to share a special memory that he would be reliving in just a few hours with Dude.
It's just, you know, it's so quiet down there, and then you come in here and the people and the audience goes like crazy with every rider. and you just realize how cool it is to be here, to just do this with your horse and just see everybody just cheering you on. It's just magical.
As baby Ems and wife Lyndall looked on, Patrik and Dude danced their Grand Prix to post a competitive score of 76.304%, enough for 6th place and a spot in the freestyle. It was Isabelle Wörth who reigned supreme with Firegold, beating her closest rival Laura Graves by over 1%. The battle for third came down to the wire, and it was Denmark's Daniel Bachmann Andersen who posted a personal best, which pushed Casey Perry Glass into 4th and Helen Lange Hangeberg into 5th. All 18 competitors did enough to progress to the freestyle final. The following day, and after a night's rest for both Patrik and Dude, the pair seemed ready and raring for the competition later that day.
Well, it was a really, really good test. Actually, it's almost close to his personal best. I had a little silly mistake in the rain back. Otherwise, I think I would have come even a couple of places higher. But the atmosphere to go in there, and they all just stamping, is just unreal. And yesterday, I was a bit nervous because it's the first test. But like today, I'm just filled with excitement. And I just really, literally can't wait to go in there and just rock with Guns N' Roses.
The freestyle got underway, and Patrik's compatriot Tina Wilhelmsen-Silfen shot to the top of the leaderboard with Don Auriello just before the break. Patrik and Dude were ready to follow and dance again to Guns N' Roses.
That score slowly creeping up. He's keeping it all together today. The connection's a lot better. Just in the Piaffe and the Passage transitions where he just dropped him, but only very momentarily. Again, another degree of difficulty of 10. Yeah, here they go. Amazing.
He's known as the greatest showman, and he's proved it once again.
The pair threw down the gauntlet, but in such a tough field, it wasn't enough for a podium finish, as Helen Lange Hangeberg and Damsey rode the test of their lives to take 3rd place from Daniel Bachmann Andersen. The battle for first was between the American Graves and the German Queen. Laura and Verdades posted 87.179%, but it wasn't enough to take the top spot as the Queen dazzled again to claim her 3rd consecutive FEI World Cup final title.
She's got a smile on her face.
Oh, it's gone up, 88.8. Isabelle Wörth, she loves it, she loves the crowd love her. Hat-trick for Isabelle Wörth, World Cup champions 2019.
Vaya was really brilliant. It was as close as this to have the perfect freestyle. I think she was better than ever, and I am so happy. She really deserves it.
The home favourite came in 6th position behind Casey Perry Glass and was more than happy with his performance.
What a show, huh? I think, like, you know, I mean, I had like 82.5 and you're number 6, and you just see them coming and just doing, like, you know, perfect holes, perfect everything, like really good. My personal favorite, obviously, Isabelle. I think, okay, she had a small mistake, but still just outstanding in the rest. To have 13,000 standing ovations, Swedish people, and a lot of other people just standing up, you know, screaming when you go out. I mean, that's a feeling you just can't describe.
With the FEI Dressage World Cup final concluded for another year, we look forward to seeing many of the top riders once again at the FEI European Championships in August.